back while I'm gripping her side. Big and mad back, this ain't regular size. We really fly, we like pelican guys. You ain't slick, I can tell her disguise. Upgrade at my wrist, put her gas in the sky. She think I might sound her. Everything litty, I love when it's hot. Turned to the city, I broke out the notch. Got some more millies, I keep me a knot. I created history, it made me a lot. He tried to diss me.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Broncos of Houston taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. And this one over the back line of the end zone. Well, they definitely don't want to give him a shot at returning it. That's obvious. So the ball will come out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Ashton Jeanty. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this would be a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
He'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. This defense for the Broncos, they were excellent in that win over the 49ers last week.
It's a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Raiders had 10 and 5 to start play. And they're coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
First down, it's Jeanty. Able to avoid him at the 40. And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run. And let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down. Otherwise, it's going to be a long afternoon.
Right back to Jeanty on first down. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
34-yard line. Okay, ready?
Operating from the gun. Underwood. Got his man, it's Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 21. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. A run straight ahead with Jeanty. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Genty.
And he stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle in the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense. Play number 9 now on this pretty long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
Set. Watch the motion. Watch the motion. Go.
On the give, Genty.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Set up. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
On the give, Genty.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards?
Up the middle, it's Genty.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off play action. Underwood. That's to the left side where he's got Bowers. Touchdown! Brock Bowers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders take the chance on 4th and goal, and it pays off with 6. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either. And it's 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Now the Central Florida product, it's R.J. Harvey. And he'll be taken down here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
I like watching a wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Harvey now on 1st and 10.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey, Sean, let's go!
Again, it's Harvey.
And he'll take it down shy to 45 at the 46.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Working out of the gun is Nix. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And it is caught.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th.
So the 4th down conversion has it inside the 40 now, 1st and 10.
The slot man in motion right.
Nick's going to give to Harvey.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have the feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Slot man moves right.
Throwing Nix.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. First down there on a pickup of 25.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of his best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Out of the gun, they go with Harvey.
And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there because there's a sign of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Nix. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. Operating from the gun, here's Nix. And it's caught. Only a yard in the completion. It's second and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he's not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This Raider defense not giving in. They'll try to hold once more on third and goal. They'll try and throw. Here's Nix. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
First of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on fourth and goal from the 1. They'll try it now with Harvey. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They stop him up short on fourth and goal from the 1. And the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. Offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. You don't end up in the end zone, ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football if indeed that's the plan of attack.
Here now, third and a yard.
Here we go, set. 6.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1.
She tryna show me something. I got flows for days. Ain't on nothing. Me, my red light, me, you know it. We in the spot going crazy until the sun up. You worried about that, my shows up. All in the kitchen can't get the cold up.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on fourth and a yard. Sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are on the board here in the final minute of the first half. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on fourth down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
I just want to rap. I just want to rap. Body, yada, yada. Shorty got that body, yada, yada.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Raiders take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
You keep up. If you're trying to end up, if I end up bad, I end up. You just soft type. What? Fake up dog type. It's like a soft fight. Dog is the dog, blood thicker than water. We done been through the mud and we quicker to slaughter. The bigger the order, the more we run out. When the minute, everybody come out.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got a little over 40 seconds to work with if they want to try to put something together. Throwing to start the drive. Underwood. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he rifles one incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
Second and 10.
Here we go. Like it. Here, Head to 60. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This is caught inside the 15. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Brock Bowers with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Carlson now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Raiders 14, Broncos 7.
The Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and inches at the 36-yard line.
A final shot before break. Nix. That is incomplete. Well, they tried to take the shot there, but the defense, they read that double pass all the way, and now you've got third down.
Getting on some chick. We go 0 to 100 real quick. Baby on that rap and pay the bills. And I don't feel it, not even a little bit. Oh, Lord, know yourself, know your worth. My actions being louder than my words. How you sold, but still sold down to earth. Wanna do it, we can do it on the turf. Oh, Lord, I'm the rookie and the vet. Shout out to the I ain't holding down the set. All up in my phone looking at pictures from the other night. She gon' be upset if she keeps scrolling to the left, dog. She gon' see some that she don't wanna see. She ain't ready for it. If I ain't the greatest, then I'm headed for it.
A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they're still very much in this game, although they do trail. What's the game plan, Charles, for the second half?
It might be a little counterintuitive because most people will think losing equals passing the ball more, but I'd establish the running game. They kind of went away from it in the first half. I think if they get back in balance, it'll help them when they put the ball back in the air.
They'll begin on the ground with Harvey. Get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
On first down, back to Harvey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. The slot man in motion right. Here's Nix. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Raiders will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
At their own 45-yard line.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They'll start following the interception in great field position at the 45. They'll start on the ground with Genty. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. Interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the two tight ends. They blocked well, too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out the running game.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Off the play fake. Underwood. Got a man. It's Mayer. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. 36 yards on the play.
It doesn't look like this defense found the magic elixir at halftime. This offense was rolling in the first half, and that's continued here in the third quarter. Another big play right there.
Here we go.
Genty. is not going anywhere. He'll be hit and dropped for no gain at the 2-yard line. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down. So stuffed from the 2. Now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
This has not been a fun sequence for him at all. First and goal, no gain. Second and goal, he ends up losing yardage. He may be trying to talk him into getting the ball third time, but I think it's going to be difficult for him to win that battle.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up this secondary all game long. And this time, that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown in his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around. They're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this, because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now it's Nix. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So here's a first and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Nix to throw again. He'll swing this out to Harvey.
Caught that one from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. On play action, here's Nix. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And this will be incomplete. Physical play in the football there, and it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Nix looking to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Martin Emerson. And the Raiders are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From just shy of midfield, here's a 2nd and 7. Now they'll fake the jet sweep here and throw out play action. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss.
How about that one? The so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
And this offense on third down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Off play action. Underwood. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Now a handoff to Genty. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 73 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here, stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they got to be happy to see it.
Touchdown, Raiders! Drake London, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them is come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
They're on the 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run, the best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game. No surprise they decided to throw on third down. A little bit of a surprise that they completed the pass and lost yardage on the play.
They're going. It's Nix. Quickly into the hands of Mims. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
And the goes first down.
Off the play fake. Nix. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. They'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I like how he hung in there and went through his progressions, but eventually his internal clock went off and told him it was time to make a run for it, and he ends up sliding down with a solid gain.
A quick throw there is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Nix from the shotgun. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 34-yard line. But forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Nix to the air. That's to the running back, R.J. Harvey. And he'll go down at the 28. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
At the Raiders' 28-yard line.
Back to the air with Nix. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to our 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, a run with Harvey. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. All smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. Now, I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we'd made one more play, could have had our shutout.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard. But they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. Taking it right down Broadway. And they finally bring him down, but he reaches the 16. 127 yards rushing for him now as he's done it on 19 carries. And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Well, he's got it. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome. But a little whipped cream on the top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter.
Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed.